I want to just be. So I've heard everybody, and I don't even know if the word honest is what I want to use, but I want to just speak from this train of thought. There are disqualifiers that you have during dating. I mean, as human beings, it would be nice to be able to get to know everybody's character to a point where you can decide whether or not that they are a compatible match. But it's impossible as human beings. So what we do is we get shortcuts, whether that's good or bad, we do. You'll say aesthetically, this person is qualified for me to go talk to this person, right? And men do that. It's not the only thing, but that's what may be something that says, okay, I will accept this advance or I will make this advance towards this woman. Yep. Then I get to know her character, and then based off of that, I might proceed to go further or back away. I don't think it's unfair for a woman to say, based off of your fitness as a man and the things that you've done as a man, sorry, the easiest thing to see what this man has done, the easiest way to vet what he has done is typically what he has. Yeah. But it can tell you a lot about a man's character. So I can see why a woman would say it's not the end all be all, but this is something that if you don't at least have, let's say you're 35, if you don't at least have your own crib, at least have a car, at least have this is not something I'm willing to do. And then you think about, if you're thinking about a family, you're thinking about, as a woman, you're saying, okay, maybe I'm thinking about having children one day, or whatever the case may be, and I want a certain lifestyle to bring my child into. And so I want a man that can...
Certain lifestyle.
But I think it's
that's fair. You don't think that's fair?
Okay,
let me just say this. My bad. I'm just trying to straddle the fence. I'm gonna just tell you my opinion.
I see.
I think that it's completely fair. And the reason why I think it's completely fair is because as men we do the same thing. People do that. Yeah.
I don't think we do it at the same clip, though.
But what I'm saying is...
it's not for y'all to do, is what I'm saying. We have to separate.
I'm talking about on the aesthetic side, because that's the comparison that's being made. The finances for the women.
I'm gonna take that without making comparisons. There is a part of my life where I've dedicated so much to work and achievement and finances for the sole purpose of having a family.
Yes.
For the sole purpose of being able to serve my family, to give my wife an option whether or not she wants to work or not, and my children don't have to be without growing up. And I've reserved from having a family or a child earlier than I was ready because of that reason. Now I can bring a woman into this nest. So I am seeking a woman that complements the work that I've done as an individual. That may not be she is as financially together, because that's not necessarily what I'm looking for, but she can complement what I've already had, right?
And that right there is part of the conversation, because we're talking about the average man. If we're talking 30s, 40s, we start to understand aesthetic is not enough, right? It got to be those intangibles that you was just talking about. And that's why I said I don't feel like it's at the clip of the disdain and the shame that really comes towards the men that may not have $200,000 a year coming in, but they got all these other beautiful intangibles, like Mike kept saying. We don't even get the opportunity to show you what these intangibles are, when on our side, she may not be a 10. Hold on. She may not be a 10, but she got these intangibles that at 35 years old, that shit means more to me than having an Instagram model on my side. I feel like there's a lot more leeway for men in this era than it is for men, from women the other way.
Let's go to get into it. Go ahead, Real Dope. I know you ain't speak too much on the last one. So what are your thoughts?
What are my thoughts? I know in general, like, I don't shame women who want a man with money in general. I don't shame that. I think that's how women are designed, to want a man with money. However, it's obvious that there's a lot of women who aren't doing what those men are looking for, who aren't the type of women that those men are looking for. Like, I tell people all the time, like, don't listen to women. Listen to the type of man that you want to be with is who you should be asking advice for. And the type of woman who's with that type of man. Don't listen to the Dr. Bryants and all the women, like, and all that type of stuff. No. As long as a woman is what I'm looking for, then she's done what it takes to be with a man like me. I think it's that simple. I don't care about your degrees and all that type of, you telling me, oh, I got a degree, I deserve a man. Like, I don't give a fuck about none of that. Can you cook? Can you clean? Do you admire me? Can you listen? Do the word obey bother you? All right, we got to fix that. We got to get you to the point where if I say you obey me, you like, yeah, I do. Like, we got to fix all these type of things. That's what I'm looking for in a woman. Like, I don't, like, when I give you whatever you looking for out of life, whatever you looking for I can give you that as long as you give me what I'm looking for. And that's how, you know, relationships should go. But I don't shame women for wanting a man like, oh, I want a man with, you know, who's doing this in life because I want to be able to provide my kids with this type of lifestyle. If that's what you into, cool. Just do whatever the fuck it take, whatever he looking for. Do it. If he the type of nigga wants you to get down on your knees every night and you know, pray to him or whatever, if that's what he's looking for, then do that. If he wants several wives, or I don't know, but as long as you're doing what that individual is looking for, then you can, you know, you qualify for them.
All right.
If I
Go ahead,
so I agree with our boy in the red. We all have preferences, right? The part that I don't understand of this conversation is why are we complaining? Why would we complain about a woman that doesn't want you? If you're a good guy, if you check all the other boxes, so what this broad don't want you? It's gonna be another 10 out there that's looking for exactly what you are, and she gonna gravitate right towards you. You ain't gonna have to do no extra work. All you gotta do is just be you. So why are we on a panel complaining about, oh, we can't even show the broad? Who cares? Show the woman that actually wants to see it. And that'll avoid this whole useless conversation, in my opinion.
All right, go ahead, Jill.
This makes men look weak.
They are. A lot of us are.
Go ahead, Chels.
I think I was thinking about like entitlement versus desire. Like everybody has super duper desires of what it is they want out of life. That's natural. I think it's when you act entitled to it without actually putting in the work and being the person that actually goes out and gets it is where the should we shame the person aspect of it comes in. So, you know, if a woman wants a high value man, but she's not willing to be a high value woman, and she goes out in public and professes that she should be just entitled to it because she's her, then yeah, that's going to be a problem.
You guys can hear that?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought y'all heard something. Go ahead, Trev.
I get what it was saying with that, but I think that the part that they're really missing is just being realistic about it. Like, we could want whatever it is that we want. I still don't believe in the whole shaming thing, right? Because what's that really gonna do? Does shame provide correction anymore? In 2025, I don't think so. Not really. Not for women. Not for these women. Shaming don't mean nothing. It's unaffected. At least if we do it. If men do it, shaming is not nearly as effective as it used to be back in the day. If women started to shame them, then that would be a different story. One of the main things that I say is that you can't really tell a woman what to do. Sometimes they just got to figure out on their own. They got to bump their head. So the only way to correct this is through the men's actions, right? I constantly say that women who are behaving like this, if they don't have realistic expectations and they punching outside of their weight class, then they should be avoided by any means. Get them out of the dating pool. Let them know that they don't qualify. They should face the same harsh realities that men have to face on a regular basis. When we suck, we know where we stand in the dating market. Why? Because women don't care about showing us where we stand in the dating market. They don't care about fading us. They don't care about ignoring us. They don't care about a slow text. They don't care about asking for whatever they want and not providing anything. We face rejection on a regular basis from women if we don't have our shit together. So I think that women should receive that same amount of rejection from men. You don't have to shame them. Just reject them.
All right, go ahead, Willie. I don't think that he really means a lot of what he said, but his woman is on the other side of the panel with him, so he's saying stuff to him, saying to not. He's softballing his response because to say that, well, some things might be more important to me. Like, it's really hard for men to be genuine when they're talking in front of their women, because they have to be careful about what they say to make sure they don't offend their woman or hurt their feelings, or say something that is contrary to how they know their women to be, or how the women is known to be or perceived publicly. I wouldn't think that any of that makes sense in most situations, but unfortunately, the majority of men are average. Like, that's why it's, the average is that's saying the root of the word. So I'm not necessarily thinking that there's anything wrong with it, but at the end of the day, we know the math. It's only a certain amount of men who are going to have their way with women or in life in general. And if these average women think that they're going to be entitled to those men, then they need to make sure that they do what it takes to be what that man wants for himself. And there's very few women who do that.
I always think the example that I use all the time is like, when you say that you deserve a certain guy, right? Imagine God saying, okay, whatever that man is doing right now, let's say he chopping some wood or whatever, he grabs him and he puts him in front of you, right? He say, all right, here, this is the man you deserve. You deserve him. And he looking for you in front of you. He like, you deserve me? Like, what? Bitch, I don't want you. What you mean you deserve me? Like, no, put me back where I was. Like, you got to think of it that way. Like, when you say you deserve something, that mean that there's another person who you saying he belongs to you. Like, are you what he want? Are you what that man wants? So that's kind of like how I think about it.
Go ahead, Hank.
Yeah, I don't know why my man was afraid to talk. I mean, if that's his woman, then she already should know his mindset. So it shouldn't be nothing if he said it right there on the show. Now, if he can't do that, then that's a problem he has within himself. And so I don't know. Look, I think like Viz was saying, I don't try to change these heifers, man. I'm not trying to save them like my man Real Dope Daddy be doing. I'm not putting a white flag out. I'm not trying to convince none of these heifers. Nothing. Only woman I need to convince is the woman who I'm married, the woman who I'm trying to entertain, or vet, or I'm dating, I'm looking to be with. I'm not trying to change you women. I'm telling you, I'm not. Now, I'm going to express myself. I'm going to share what I feel, what I think, what I experienced, and what I've been through. I'm going to warn the brothers on what they could possibly be walking into or what they're going to have maybe possibly dealing with. But as far as trying to change them, why? I'm not trying to get all of them. I just need that one, and I got that one. That's the only one I need to make sure she's on the right page with me. We locked together, and that's it. The rest of you heifers can fall by the wayside for all I care. And if you want all those things you say you want, I hope you get them. Chances are, probably not. But you find a ham out there where you could take advantage of them, ladies. Because they out there. These goddamn suckers are out there. Take advantage of them. And then they'll eventually learn. They'll come to the basement, and we'll have a one-on-one conversation, and I get them all the way right.
Well, Hank, I don't think that's what Viz said. I think Viz said, why do you shame them? And you the number one nigga who gonna be shaming some chicks on here. He ain't say he ain't say trying to change them. He said y'all shame them. You shame them all day.
Yeah, I don't think I am. I tell them what I think about them. But if you think I'm shaming when they come at me, I'm gonna come back at them. I'm gonna come back at them. But I ain't trying to intentionally shame them. If that's what I'm doing, then so be it. They just have to fall victim.
Yeah, no, my point was why even get to the point of I can't even show them what I got. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, what? You know, that's some weird ass shit. You know, if she don't see you, she don't want to see you, then that's just what it is, man. I'm not gonna wave my hands, you know what I'm saying, to try to get her attention. Because I don't have to do that. It's a whole group of women over there that see it. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna appreciate it. So I think that when men do that, again, it just looks weak, and you setting yourself up for failure every time you do it.